right, hello and welcome. This is our midday break with AU Recreational Sports and Fitness. My name is Olivia and I am subbing for Laura today. I'm just going to give everybody a couple of extra seconds here and before I get started. As you can see, my dog is here with us and he has decided now is the perfect time to do his cleaning. So we are going to do a few stretches here right at our desk, and we will end with a guided meditation setting an intention for our week since it is Monday. I hope you all have had a great weekend. Getting right back to it on Monday. So thank you for joining me. So without further ado, we are gonna get started. Go ahead and find, hello, a seated position right at your desk. Let your feet firmly touch the ground. We're gonna go from toe up to our head. There he goes. Again, Miles has decided he'd like to join us today. Took him for quite a long walk, so he's pretty tired, but feet touching the ground here. Go ahead, raise your toes like you're gonna bring them back towards your shins. So we're just lifting and lowering our toes here, awakening our calves, our feet a little bit. Just lifting and lowering our toes here. Forget about our feet sometimes, our ankles. Go ahead, just lifting and lowering here. Up and down, up and down. Now you're going to come up onto the balls of your toes, so your heels are coming up. So we're doing the opposite direction here. So like you're going to come up on your tippy toes, lifting and lowering, just kind of showing you with my hands here since you cannot see my feet. Lifting, lowering. Good. And let that rest. Roll your ankles out a few times, lifting one foot, rolling it in one direction, and now roll it in the other direction. Let that foot come back to the ground. Now lift that other foot up, roll it a couple of times, 5 times, 6 times in one direction, and then roll it in the other direction. Just really awakening your ankles up. Good. And then release. Good job. All right, so I'm gonna adjust my camera just a little bit so you can see me and scooting back in my chair. We're gonna go ahead this week and start with some hip opening exercises as well. So we're gonna do that seated pigeon here. So taking one foot, letting that ankle rest on top of your thigh. The other foot is just resting on the ground, planted in the ground. And then what we're going to do is we're going to hinge from our hips coming forward. And you may begin to feel this opening in your hip just a little bit. Your gaze is towards the ground, hands resting gently on your leg. And enjoying this moment here. It always feels really good for me. We're sitting a lot more, so this may feel really good. Now with each breath that you take, you can lean a little bit farther forward, but if there's any pain, make sure just ease off of it. Let's take about 2 more breaths here, really focusing on our breath. And then slowly coming out of it, we're going to take that leg and cross it on top. And then we're gently going to twist towards that leg that's on top from our torso here. Let your head just be the very last thing with you. Pausing here. Gently breathing. Good, and then slowly untwist, release that leg down, maybe shake it out, noticing now in that hip feeling a little bit more open. So we always have to even everything out, taking that other leg placing your ankle on top of your thigh. Your foot is planted firmly on the ground. We're going to begin and hinge at our hips, gaze towards the ground, hands resting gently on that leg on top. And try to feel your breath deep from your belly here. Extending your inhales and exhales. And again, maybe sinking a little bit further down with each inhale, each exhale. Feels really good. We can always do this, pausing for a couple of moments out of our day. Open up those hips. And then taking one more deep inhale and exhale. Let it go. Lift up, cross that leg on top, and then gently twisting towards that leg on top. Let that hand, your back hand, rest right behind your bottom, and the other hand is gently resting on top of your leg. Focusing on your breath here. Good, and slowly untwist, releasing both legs down. I'm going to kick my legs out in front of me, so my legs are straight out in front of me. I'm on the edge of my seat, so my feet are kind of like a kickstand. My heels are touching the ground, but my feet are pointed up, and I'm gently just going to fold forward and try to reach my toes here. Kind of an awkward position for me on the computer screen, but your legs are kicked out in front of you, heels touching the ground, and your toes are pointing up, and we're just reaching for our feet here. Taking a couple of breaths. You get to see my crazy hair today. And then release, come up. Good. Let your bottom just come back into your chair. We're gonna awaken our torso just a little bit more. And so what we're going to do is you're gonna inhale, reach one arm up and lean towards the side. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift that other arm, bending towards the side, release. Now we can always hold it here, pausing for a couple of breaths if you'd like, or we can move with our breath. Inhale, reach, exhale, back to center, just switching from side to side here. This is a seated crescent moon, so nothing too dramatic here, just a nice slight bend. And if you're holding, go ahead, switch to the other side. Just adding that movement here feels really good. And let's just do this one more time on each side if you're moving with me. Good, and release. I want you to give me those cactus hands, or arms, excuse me, but let your palms face down. And we're going to slowly twist from one side to another. Again, awakening our torso here. As you exhale, twist, inhale, back to center. Exhale, twist. Moving nice and slow with our breath. Nothing too fast here. Good. One more on each side. Back to center. Twist to that side and back to center. Now let's bring up those cactus arms, our football goals. I'll turn to the side. We'll do our seated cat-cow here. So you're going to inhale, and as you inhale, you're going to lift and open up that chest, and exhale. Let your hands come forward, rounding your back, tuck the chin. Inhale, open. Try and get those shoulder blades to kiss. Exhale, caving into yourself, rounding your back. Now moving with your own breath here. So inhale, you'll open. Exhale, you'll close. This is good. Stretching out the front of our chest here. Remember, exhale, bring those hands together, cave into yourself. Inhale, open wide, lift your chin, lift your chest. Let's do this about 2, maybe 3 more times. Good, and release. Now, with your hands while we're here, we're gonna take them behind us, interlace your fingers together. You know my spiel. If your palms touch, cool. If they don't, that's okay. Now we're probably sitting at our desk a lot more, hunching over, so we wanna open up those muscles in our chest. So interlacing your hands behind you, you're gently going to lift your chin, lift your chest, gently pulling from the back here, and you're gonna pause for just a couple of breaths. Really try and open up that chest. One more inhale and exhale here. Good. Slowly release your fingers, shake it out. Noticing now maybe a little bit of warmth in your chest. It feels really nice. And then the next thing we'll do is counteract that. So we're gonna interlace our fingers in front of us, and you're gonna push your palms out, rounding into your chest. Pausing for a moment here. Breathing. Good, and then slowly release your fingers, opening back up, noticing how we're feeling in our upper body. And just a few more stretches and we'll lead into our meditation. So let's go ahead, inhale your shoulders up towards your ears, and then exhale, roll them back and down. Inhale up, roll them back and down. Inhale up, roll back and down. Good. Now moving on your own here. However slow or fast we want to go. Good. Let's do about 3 more towards the back. So there was 1, 2, last one, and 3. Good. Now let's bring it towards the front. So inhale your shoulders up and then roll them to the front of your body. I like to call these my choo-choo arms or my train track arms. Moving like a train here. Up towards our ears and to the front. Up and down. Good. Let's do this just a couple more times here. And let's do 3 and 2 and last one. Good. Now slowly begin to bring your chin down to your chest, then lifting it up, looking up, down to your chest. Lift and look up. Last time, down to our chest. Lift and look up. Bring your head back to center, to neutral here, and then just begin to look from left, center, right. Nice and gentle here. We want to be gentle with our necks. So nodding our head no here. And let's do this one more on each side. So looking towards your right, back to center, looking towards your left. Good. Bring your head back to neutral. Begin to find a comfortable seated position. So at this time, if you'd like to move to the floor, if you'd like to cross your legs, maybe find a blanket or a pillow to put behind you, this is your time to just be and be with our breath. So I'm pausing here for a moment for you to find that position. And then when you're ready, feel free, your hands, they can rest gently on top of your thighs, your knees. If you want to focus more on your breath, bringing your hands to your belly, maybe on top of your chest, I'm going to gently let them rest in my lap. You can bring your gaze down towards the ground, or I invite you to close your eyes here. Pausing for a moment, Imagining a ball of light going from your head down to your toe now that we've stretched our body out. Finding any areas where we're holding on to tension, maybe rolling our neck out or our shoulders, fixing our bottom in our chair. And once we've done our full body scan, begin to extend your inhales and your exhales. So as you breathe in for 5 counts and exhale for 5 counts. Don't worry, we're going to do it together. So on your next inhale, together, let's breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5, and breathe out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5, and breathe out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5, and breathe out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pausing here after our 3 refreshing breaths, noticing how we're feeling. What's going on today, this week? How is this making us feel? Acknowledging that feeling without judgment. Telling ourselves it's okay. Pausing with ourselves here in stillness. Connecting to our breath here. Knowing that your mind may wander during this practice and telling ourselves that it's okay. I'd like for you to set an intention now, whether that's for your work week, school week, personal life, whatever it is that is going on, setting that intention for this week. Maybe we want to give ourselves more peace, grace, love. Maybe we'd like to send someone forgiveness or self-forgiveness. Maybe you have a mantra, a saying that you want to give to yourself this week. Thinking of that intention. On our next inhale, let's bring it to life. Breathe in your intention. And as you exhale, breathing out through our mouth, sighing everything out. Breathe in, saying that intention to ourselves quietly. And exhale through your mouth, letting everything else go. Moving with our breath here, breathing in our intention, peace, love, kindness, whatever you need. And exhale, letting go. Moving with your own breath here, breathing in and breathing out. Noticing where your mind is at, if it's wandered a little bit. Bringing it back to your intention. Breathing in your intention. And as you exhale, letting go of everything else. Again, breathe in, bring it to life, that intention. Exhale, let go, sigh it out. Pausing here in stillness, thanking yourself for taking time out for you to refocus, to reset our mind for the rest of the day, the rest of our week. Knowing that we can come back to these moments, linking our breath with our intention, or mantra, whatever it is that we need. Taking one more final round of breath together. Make this your longest inhale and exhale. Begin to breathe in through your nose. Let your chin rise. Let your chest rise. Feel that breath fill your body. And then when you're ready, sigh it out. Let it go. Reverse everything. Cave into yourself. Pausing in here, noticing any sights or sounds, smells in the room or place you are at, acknowledging them, bringing ourselves back to the present moment. Maybe begin to wiggle your fingers, your toes. If your eyes are closed, gently flutter them open, let them adjust to the light of the room. Bringing your gaze back to your computer screen or your phone or however you are viewing this. Thank you so much for joining me today. Again, my name is Olivia and I am subbing for Laura today. That is all the time that we have for you. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, your week, and I will see you right back here on Wednesday. Feel free to give us a like, a thumbs up, leave a comment, whatever you're feeling today. And with that, I'll see you later. Bye.